Now recognize Representative Rashida Tlaib from the state of Michigan.
Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. My yumma, who's a Palestinian American, calls Chicago, Chicago. And I just love it. You probably have heard the beautiful immigrant accents. But I can tell you, Laura, we're all Laura's daughter. That's what I'm going to call you, if that's okay. To Laura's daughter, we have your back. I know it doesn't feel like it, but the majority of American people are very much opposed to what is happening to your mother. And I want you to know, even though so many want to dehumanize her, she sells tamales on the corner, the fact that a warrior is standing before members of Congress right now speaking on behalf of her and so many immigrants across the country, immigrant neighbors, they're just our neighbors. Thank you. Thank you. Tell your mother that I want you to know just that you stood here unapologetically yourself, and your mother should be so proud of you and speaking up. Thank you. You know, you all know, and I love to start in my roots. I am from the most beautiful, blackest city in the country, the city of Detroit. And Pastor Black is speaking to me because I know transformative change doesn't come from the White House, nor does it come from members of Congress. Civil Rights Act wasn't an idea from Congress. It was an idea grew from the streets, from community that said enough is enough. You know, the right to organize unions, right, Bob, didn't come because somebody in the White House woke up one day and said, wow, organizing unions might be a good thing to make sure people are not dying at work. It was when people from the outside withheld their labor and they fought back. And so I want to talk about this thing, and I know I'm always say it wrong, it's NIMBY, like not in my backyard. This sense of Chicago is our backyard. The apartment building where the Black Hawk landed is an apartment building across the United States. We should not think, well, it's not happening in our backyard. I think it's important too, and I say this lovingly to my colleagues, we were warned by our immigrant neighbors that were attacked for saying abolish ICE, or attacked for calling out what ICE was doing. They warned us, stop funding them. They're too militarized. They're doing checkpoints in our community. They warned us over and over again. In Southwest Detroit, where I grew up, 20 different ethnicities, home of Mexican town, they warned us. And we did nothing but continue to fund and allow us, our country, to move away from family reunification into criminalization. So I want to center us on that because I think it's important, because when we get that gavel back, I want us not to forget this moment. You know, Bob, it's so hard for me sometimes, even when people talk about the economics. I know this. You know, I know who's building our country. I know who's at our border like, come on, I need you. It's not the employers, though, that are in detention centers. It's the ones who make the most money off of it. They don't want them coming out of the shadows because they'll join unions. They'll get better pay. They'll get health insurance. You all know this. His billionaire friends profit off of our broken, inhumane immigration system. It's very clear to me. But I want my colleagues to know this. This is literally how they're recruiting. I don't need to go to Southern Law Poverty to see that they're recruiting literally like this. This is on the Homeland Security, their page. This one. Think about how many criminal illegal aliens you could fit in this bad boy. Want to deport illegals with your absolute boys? This one, look at it. Secure the golden age. America needs you. Join ICE now. You guys need to understand. DHS is now being led by figures affiliated with extremist ideology. You know, Stephen Miller. It's already well documented. I ain't making this up. He literally is documented that he's anti-immigrant extremism. He loves, promoting the racist dystopia, the novel The Camp of the Saints. Look it up. That's who's running DHS. I want my colleagues to remember this, because when we get the gavel back, we got to know they're already there. We got to address white supremacy within our agencies that are attacking our immigrant neighbors. I want you all to know, as I end this, and you know, I was going to ask Mr. Fee, because Sean Casten's right. I can't believe I can't find my residence. Literally for days. 12 days at most, one family. She had 3 kids. They had her sleeping in the cot, like on the floor. And I didn't know where she was. I just couldn't find her. And I'm a former immigration lawyer, and I'm like, what is going on here? Enough. When we say disappeared and kidnapped, we're mean disappeared and kidnapped. We can't find them. All of us have experienced it already. So I want ACLU to work with us and other legal agencies. We need to end that. When we get the gavel back, let's fix it so we can know where our loved ones are. And I'll end with this. You know, remember this, again, my city. Detroit is just like Chicago, was a critical stop to the Underground Railroad. When I see businesses in Chicago putting stickers out saying, we've been trained to create safe haven for you. When I see people being trained to deliver groceries and making sure they're not followed, all of that to create, it may not be an Underground Railroad, but we are the ones going to protect us and make us safe, not an agency that recruits like this. And Madam Chair, thank you. We didn't have to be here. I want you all to know, my colleagues, and it's not to give us credit, just know this. We needed to bring this light, and they won't give us a hearing on this. They don't care.
Exactly.
You know when they're going to care? Bob, you know this. And that's what sickens me. It's not the humanity issue, the moral issue, Pastor. It will be because the billionaires are now starting to see that they're losing money. But I don't want them coming back to work until we have real, just, humane immigration system so they can come out of the shadows, so these folks cannot continue to profit off of this system that continues to do what they're doing to our children and to our immigrant neighbors. It's sickening that Laura's daughter has to be here shedding tears.
Thank you.
All she wanted to do is protect her family and to give them an opportunity. Shame on us. Shame
you
on us
so
for
much,
continuing to
Representative
fund
Tlaib.
this agency.
We have two more people to get to before